ambitions in these streets. There are people abakwatela into engekho. There are Everton waiting in it. The human heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? That's like a whole thing. So because Njefela is just walking around, which is like hell walking around, it is imperative therefore to be checks and balances, law and order, something Njefela to make sure. Do you understand? They can do whatever they want to do. Frankly, the most. I put in a bunch. That's why we got prison cells and everything. That's why we got life sentences and everything. That's why we be putting people on death row and everything every so often depending on the country. That's why kunjalo lana. Ngoba abantu bayahlanya. Kisogokwane nje phela all the day long in their hearts. There's nothing good going on. Anantwetsang sense. So manje, when people bayadoba nje estradini, something that can make them get away with the worst, with the most. When badoba lezi nje estradini, something ekabathusang nje phela to get the most out of everybody that they desire. And then this thing is maintained as anonymous. Bandlewe, oh, if you can dopa ngobuthakathi, you must understand ukuthi on that day udope ngerath ye-God. You must know and understand that given that you are tapping on the shoulders, knocking on doors of spirits, you are therefore invoking a spirit that is full of checks and balances too, that is full of justice and recalibration too, that's full of jail cells also, that's full of death penalties and everything. Y'all need to be understanding of the fact that when you dabble with witchcraft, you freaks, that you are also begging to find out that God exists. Norma, you might be nihilistic and of the imagination that nothing comes for you at the end. Our desire for justice as human beings to a point of creating law, order, and checks and balances comes from somewhere. His name is God. His name is Jesus. And so, understand you just didn't know it. And now that we unkeeper, proper. Bashing your chest on a mountain top like you freaking King Kong or whatever. Actively, decidedly trying to kill saints of the living God for being given prophetic gifts that you didn't see coming. Abantu abazophupha izinto nizenzayo. Abantu abazothola ama-visions ngezinto eziyenzayo. Abantu that are going to be told the word of knowledge. People that are going to be made to understand ukuthi usikamumona lesona and drag his snacks. Ungamboni anje now. Ubolile lo muntu yathakatha inja. Bese then you have the brazen audacity yokwata lukarabo ngempela. Real. You then have the brazen audacity yokwata lo muntu okhiphele indaba yokuthi you saw it fit to do the most given that you were this evil, diabolical, gnarly monstrous of a hellish human being that just wanted to do the most without being busted. Did you seriously think mawudopa ngobuthakathi nje on a field umntwana odlala esigangeni that there was not going to be anybody giving us justice for what you're doing? Naive, baby.